They were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Las Vegas Raiders. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Carr got a man open. It's Darren Waller. The reception good for 7. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
On 2nd and 11 now, Carr. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Las Vegas.
Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. He gets away from 1. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Carr. completes this out left to Ruggs. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They go with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
49ers nothing.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle. Come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Lance to throw it. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Javon Kinlaw able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack. Now Carr. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They'll throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Sermon now on 1st and 10. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Quick throw complete to Hurd. And some room to roam now. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now Lance going to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Mostert. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation. Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on 3rd down?
That would give to the big fullback use check. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The kick by Gold is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Raiders on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Carr.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt.
Ayuk to return it.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On 2nd and 11 now.
Lance lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. The return is Renfro.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Now, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. Now Carr. Open man, that's Renfro. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 39 yards there, a big one. Now a play fake. Carr. And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Jalen Richard going to take it out of his end zone.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 7, Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Lance, a give now to Sermon.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A play fake for Sermon. Now Lance. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Lance looking to throw it. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Diamador Lenore.
And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Now Lance on the bootleg.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's Lance.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert there to make the grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Another man out of the backfield gets in for the score.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. Carr going to throw. And he'll look downfield for Waller. It is intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Lance.
And This throw is going to be incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
From the gun on third down, Lance.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions?
Touchdown Raiders! Kenyon Drake, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That one caught by Ross Dwelling. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He got 29 yards that time. Back now here in Santa Clara. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball? Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Lance, a handoff here to Mostert.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscle all over the field and getting pushed down.
It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Sermon is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
They'll run with Mostert. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. But that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores. Yeah,
that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. Second and 11.
Another try after the first down sack. Carr.
And he will find his man Ruggs.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
Carr going to get this to Drake.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Now, I'm starting to wonder, Charles, 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's got this down to the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
On the handoff, Sermon.
Nevin Lawson there on the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were really helped by their defense.